Hey guys, this is Wellington from the Jump to Start Racing crew. Before we start, I want to make sure to tell you to destroy that like button and to make sure to hit subscribe to be up to date with our episodes and clips. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle on both platforms is @JumpTheStartF1. See you there. So I'm gonna go with pole position Max, Hamilton in second, and I'm gonna go with Bottas in third. I'm gonna give Bottas a chance at redemption here.
Are you saying a prayer for him too? He looked up like,
why?
Should I?
I'm looking at God like, God.
Should I?
Why is it that
Protect us?
what makes you think Bottas is gonna bounce back?
He has to.
Because he has to. Because I'm gonna say it this way. There is now a spotlight on both Bottas and Russell. And I think that the expectations for Russell aren't going to be there. But the expectations for Bottas, the pressure is on. You were part of a collision that sincerely and dearly cost the Mercedes team. You now need to start proving it. You couldn't make up the reason that and this is something we talked about last week, the reason that he was part of that collision is that he did not advance the car to where it needed to be from the qualifying. He fell backward, actually. So
he couldn't move up at all.
He could not move up at all.
I think that's why the collision happened, because he was in a place that he was not supposed to be.
So he needs to figure out a way to eat his porridge and be able to get to a point where he is way far and performing the way that he needs to be.
He needs to get on OnlyFans and feel the love from his fans, so he get some confidence
and go back.
But how sad is it that, you know, I think he's going to bounce back. He's going to have a performance, et cetera, qualifying third.
Dude, you're racing a Williams. That was like, I mean,
right.
Russell.
Yeah,
exactly. You shouldn't be there. And now it's just not him versus Hamilton.
Yeah,
it's him versus Hamilton, Perez, Verstappen, sometimes Norris. And again, when Ricciardo, like it's a 6-horse. It's a 6. You have at least 3 other cars that you have to fight. At best, 6 other cars.
So,
and if you fall behind in the race, you're falling behind. You're fighting Ferraris and McLarens in a car that's not very good at overtaking.
So I don't think you need. So I was going to say that I don't think you need to fall behind for Leclerc to be up in his grill. Or not in his grill, but up his, I guess, the rear wing. He's going to be there.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's why qualifying is so important.
I just thought about
what?
I was like, can you imagine that Bottas will be part of, like, you know, the midfield? Because he can't get ahead.
In a Mercedes. But that's the...
Alexander Bottas Albon.
I tell you what, that incident last week with him and Russell, obviously Russell... the way he handled it was wrong, in my opinion.
The hot head, that little area where he was just still...
But he wasn't wrong. Like, why are you fighting a Williams? Why are you even back there? And it just... and it just goes to show, and it's something that we've mentioned this on this podcast a million times. If Bottas falls behind, he ain't overtaking anybody. It's just, he doesn't have that kind of driving style.
And we can't say it's the car.
And now,
when he falls back, he comes back up.
And now you put it in, and
because you could say the car was not meant to follow; it was meant to lead.
Yeah, and
Hamilton shows different too.
And I heard people using the excuse, it was the first half of the race, it was raining, the conditions were trickier. Fine, but still, you still got to show the results, and for you to be fighting a Williams. You need to, yeah, man.
You could say that it was, it was the first part of the race, whatever, it was raining. But that's the part of the weekend where the driver needs to excel in.
I think that
everything else is computer generated.
If Bottas is in that seat next year,
he won't be.
Well, if he is, the only reason is to keep team harmony with Hamilton, because I don't see them putting Russell next to Hamilton, especially after what happened last week. That's gonna be like a Nico Rosberg situation.
That would be
all over again.
awesome.
Yep.
It would be awesome
That would
for
be
us.
awesome.
Yes. See another team win.